Hello, good morning once again, and welcome to the Be Exemplary podcast, part 2. This is your host, Karam Sodi, and thank you for tuning into the second episode titled My Faith Journey, the Double Seven Paradox, and this time it is the paradox of ask. Since the day I read the message encrypted in 7:7:11, that is Matthews chapter 7, verse 7 through till verse 11, I was just trying to focus and put my attention on the word ask, seek, and knock. And if we take the initial letters of all three words, it becomes ask. But what these words actually meant, I was still far away from that. But God and His ways are mysterious. It was in July on my birthday again, 7/7, when I decided to clear my closet, as there was virtually no one to celebrate the birthday, although there were many to wish. So I decided to spend that day clearing and organizing my closet, where I got the meaning of ask and found it as a ground level requirement to have a fulfilled, progressive, and successful life. In fact, while clearing up my closet and organizing the books, I found a book which was gifted to me by my fiance 9 years back, and the book was Management Thoughts, which dealt with various life managing pictures and quotes, out of which one was: skills and knowledge are of no use if you have not got the right attitude, the attitude of a winner and mindset of a believer. It came like a sudden realization that all through my life, I have been pretty confident over my skills, and being an avid learner and reader and listener, I was always with an adequate knowledge. But still, things were not working in my life the way I always wanted them to be. The attitude was missing, and there I could see the message clearly. Ask and it will be given meant ask A, S, and K, where A stands for the attitude, S stands for the skills, and K stands for the knowledge. With the right kind of attitude, right kind of skills, and right kind of applied knowledge, you will be given whatever you ask for. Then I started observing and reading biographies, memoirs, and anecdotes from the lives of not only exemplary people dead or alive, but also the animal and the plants who have been living an exemplary life, ranging from studying the life of a honeybee to the legendaries like Steve Jobs, Mahatma Gandhi, Martin Luther King, Napoleon Hill. I found some striking similarities among them, and three major aspects which defined their success and living strategies. And of course, they were defined by ask, A, S, and K, the attitude, the skills, and the knowledge. Throughout my whole life, I had answers to so many questions, as in why, in spite of being a good orator, a distinguished thinker, and always an active member in any discussion in any group, any age, I was though loved, but I failed to gain enough respect, which I actually deserved. But I never understood the value of having the right attitude. Maybe that was the pivotal reason behind that. I couldn't say no to the people. I couldn't have that self-esteem with which I was supposed to carry myself. So with that low self-esteem, shifty focus, the scarcity attitude, and wavy faith, I was supposed to conquer, and my journey focused on ask thus started, and it was far, far more than I could ever think of. I hardly had an idea that just keeping up the positive, self-affirming, and believer's attitude, I will not only start living a fulfilling life, but I will also start downloading dreams and getting the right situations, right people, and right timings in my life. In last 6 months, I have been an altogether different journey. Listening to pastors like Joel Osteen, motivators like Jim Rohn, Napoleon Hill, Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor, Vishen Lakhiani, John Maxwell, I have been writing, sharing, and reading stories from the lives of exemplary to seek out their attitudes, their skills, and their field of knowledge as well as a source of knowledge. It has really brought a major shift in me from a government teacher to an entrepreneur mindset. It's evident by my on the spot self sponsored visit to US at Atlanta and getting introduced to Sean, Inspire, and recording my podcast. It is all the result of my attitude, my skills, and my knowledge. I did have an attitude, I did have skills last year also. I knew how to, I knew the information to speak into the podcast, but I didn't have an attitude to contact someone. But this time, my attitude was positive. My attitude was confident. I was full of self-esteem. I was really with a growth mindset. And with that belief, that faith mindset, I contacted Sean, Inspire, and see. As Paulo Coelho has said, that if you really want something from the core of your heart, then universe conspires to bring it to you. So it happened in my life that just a random contact on a Google, and I met Sean, who has actually brought a ray of hope into my life and shown me the direction and inspired me to keep going on my journey. So on that note, I would like to again tell you that ask means having the right attitude, right skills, right knowledge, and you bang onto the life. So, thank you again from the core of my heart for tuning into Be Exemplary. I look forward to you to tuning into my forthcoming episodes. And yes, of course, feel free to share the podcast with your family, friends, and colleagues, and just spread the words of positivity, faith, and inspiration among all them. Until the next time, just be positive, be exemplary. Good luck. God bless you. Thank you.